Okay, it's 8 o'clock. We're going to get kicking here. And of course, as always, they're going to change the color scheme here. So let this flick through. And we are ready to go. Alrighty. For all of you that are new on board, and we have a ton of new people this evening, my name is Kerry Miller, and I come to you each and every week live from our IAW studios in Northeast Texas. And it's always great to see everyone. It's a pleasure to have the opportunity to come and train with you. Many times you teach me as much as I teach you, and it's extremely interactive. I would ask if you would hold your questions until the end of the training. We're going to have about 10 or 15 minutes or so because I'm sure there will be a ton of questions. So we'll get to those. We're going to watch and see this thing grow over the next few weeks. We are having the opportunity to put together some new programs and work with some new things that is just absolutely going to change the dynamic of what you do. So, and I see people already asking questions about the coupons, and actually a lot of the questions that you're asking we're going to go over this evening, and we're going to show you how to do the things that you're going to be able to do. For example, one of the questions that just popped up, and this will be the only question I take before we get started here, is about scratching the coupon off over and over and over and over. And we do have something in there that allows you not to do that. And we're going to walk through that step by step as we go into the coupon program. Before we get started, there's one thing special about being a part of the Instant App Wizard. And it's not actually the program. I know many times I talk about how special our program is and the what differentiates us from every other program in the business. And I always talk about how great our marketing platform is, and that's the one piece of the puzzle that separates us and makes us who we are. But really that's not what makes us who we are. What makes us who we are you, our resellers. When we have a pain and a trial or a trouble that goes through the Instant App Wizard family, for instance, my mother, many of you know that we've been dealing with some issues there over the past few months. You've reached out and touched my heart through your emails and through communication on the phone. And many of you know that Woodrow's dad has been going through a tough time this past couple of weeks. And because of who we are, not as a program or not as a platform, you're the ones who help us get through the day. Through all your thoughts and your prayers, through the wonderful emails that you send, through the phone calls and the messages that you leave on our answer machines. So with this, I say this. Thank you so much for being who you are, because you are what makes us who we are. You give us the strength to get through the day. You give us the faith to get up and start over. You allow us to do the things we do, not only take care of our personal business, but you allow us to work on the program so we can get you where you need to go. And no one ever asks the question, why? It's always, is there anything we can do? So with that, I know Woodrow would say, and he's on right now, thank you for your thoughts and prayers. His dad's going to need a lot of prayer over this next 2 weeks. We have a prayer chain going on right here in my own hometown to reach out, to show him and let him feel and know that others are out there praying for him, that we love him and we're thinking of him. So I appreciate that very much. You're a wonderful group of people, and you are who make us who we are. With that, we have so many new faces on board this evening. We grow every week with new people. Matter of fact, we were just talking, we're fixing to have to boost it up because people that come in at 8:10 or so, just give me a second. Thank you for all the comments that are coming across the screen. Thank you so much. But if you're on board now, and if you would, go to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Instant App Wizard and sign up on our YouTube channel. There you'll have the opportunity when we upload the trainings or the videos that we put out. You'll have the opportunity to get them first. If you're a member of that channel, as soon as they're uploaded, you'll get a link. And also like us on our Facebook at facebook.com/Instant App Wizard. And Sean keeps that updated, and he does a great job. And just follow us there at Facebook. Share your Facebook with all your friends. It's an absolute awesome place to go and watch us grow. Also, we have changed our texting. If you had your phone with you for our weekly trainings, prime example, I had someone again tonight. They weren't getting the text messages, and so they kind of forget about training, and they try to get in. And fortunately for us, we fill up every single week, and so it just works out great. But we want you here early so you can get a seat. So text app call to 904-548-3411. That's app call to 904-548-3411. And we'll make sure that text message goes out and you get the text so that it will remind you about the training. I try to send out a couple of emails on training nights. And so the best way to get it, of course, is through texting because you get it instantaneously, especially if you're stuck in traffic and you realize you've got to get home. We're going to have a webinar tomorrow night, and I'm going to send this out in an email tonight after the training. We'd like to invite everybody to, if you've never been to one of our sales webinars, where we're actually sharing our program with new resellers, come to the training tomorrow night. I literally walk through step by step every inch of our program. Many of you that are on board have never seen those webinars. Some of you have, but we would like to share this opportunity with you. It is a great training session, especially if you've just come on board. It's a great opportunity to be able to see the program like you've never seen it before. And I literally will go through, build apps, go through the programs, just like we do on Wednesday nights, except it's all in one big swap. So tomorrow night, or go on tonight to instantappwizard.com/go, G-O, and you'll be able to sign up. The training's tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. I put this up last week, and it seems like I always put up the most controversial things. And I had mentioned before we started that it's a great opportunity to come on and train so that I can see what your thoughts are. So I put up this banner that I'm having made, and I'm going to be drawing in people for text market 2. And excuse me just one second. Give me a quick drink of water. And so we were talking about this, and we went through how I've started my mobile coupon program and how everything's going. And I've received some emails during the week. So what I want to talk about tonight, before we get into the control panel, is some best practices and some things that it's important for you to understand. Now, one thing I hope you all understand is that you are independent business people. Even though we're a huge family here and you're the greatest people in the world, when it really comes down to the bottom line, you own your own company. For example, my company, and I'm a reseller just like you are, is Moby Advertising Group. Okay, so it's my responsibility to make sure everything I do is covered under the laws and regulations, the federal regulations, the local regulations, and everything there is to do with texting, running my business, paying my taxes, and just taking care of all those things. Well, when I put this up last week, there was some questions about best practices for SMS texting. And so there's some laws in Texas that I follow, and of course there's the best practices for mobile marketing. And we're going to go through some of that stuff tonight just so that you'll understand. And what I will do is I'm going to send out some these PDF books that I have so that you can have them also. You can put them on your shelf. You can put them on your desk, and you make sure that you're following what you need to follow. And we're going to go in and talk about some other things as we get into the coupon program, because now as we expand into uncharted territories, I'll give you a prime example. Many of you heard about the tweet that went out yesterday. Someone hacked into the AP Newswire and sent out a tweet that there was a couple of bombs that went off up in D.C., and the president was hurt, and the stock market dropped like a rock. And I was watching the news today before I came on, and it was talking about that specific tweet, and they were trying to figure out how do they stop it. Well, the biggest reason they have so much trouble with the internet today is because the internet is moving much faster than the laws can move. So when you hear the people talk about the internet, when you hear them especially talk about mobile marketing, I want you to think of this. Just a couple of years ago, we did not have smartphones. We had Blackberries, okay, and they were the initiation of the smartphone. Okay, but there was a lot of things you couldn't do on a BlackBerry because you didn't have the touch screen. You weren't able to do the things we're doing today. So what's happening is the technology is moving much faster than the laws. So what's coming about is what's called best practices, because there's really not a lot of laws that govern what we do. So they've come out with best practices, and the lawmakers are trying to get together with the industry, and they're coming out with, and along with the FCC and the FTC, and try to put all this together. I don't know if you heard, but just yesterday, the Senate passed a bill, and it looks like it's going to go through the House, where they are going to start taxing internet sales. Now, they're not sure how broad that will go. It will probably not cover services, okay? Just like here in Texas, if someone comes and mows my yard and he charges me $50, he doesn't also charge the 8.25% tax that for sales tax, okay? Now, if he comes and sells me a lawnmower and he's a dealer, then I'm going to pay that 8.25% sales tax. So they're looking at the same thing. It's going to take a while for all that to get implemented. But think how long internet sales have been going on and how long they've been trying to get a tax on sales that go across state lines forever. So you can see where we're at. And we're going to talk about a little bit of that tonight, because I don't want you to get confused when we train. Number one, I'm not an attorney, okay? Woodrow's not an attorney. Sean's not an attorney. Mark's not an attorney. We're just internet marketers, and that's what we do, okay? I have an attorney. Our company's got an attorney. Woodrow's got an attorney. Sean's got an attorney. We all have attorneys that we turn to, okay, but we're not attorneys. So in saying that, if you ever have any legal questions, you're best to turn to your attorney and consult with them. So let's talk a little bit about best practices as we get going here. How do we know what we are doing is right? Who do we consult to find out? And where is the information located? Who do we consult to find out? We're going to have to go to private counsel. A business attorney, internet attorneys. You can go online. You can Google internet attorneys, and there's a ton of them out there. There's probably somebody in your hometown that if they don't understand the internet, and believe it or not, most attorneys don't. Okay, so you're going to have to go to private counsel and get counsel from someone who understands the fast pace of the internet to make sure that you do what you do. For example, I had mentioned the other day when we received and you're able to upload your own icons, ensure without a shadow of a doubt that you have permission to use that icon. Because with the tracking and so forth today, not sure why, Mike. Mike says he's getting dropped. Is anybody else having a trouble getting dropped off? Could be your internet connection. Could be GoToWebinar. But GoTo sometimes good with that. Okay, everybody else is saying they're fine there. So it may be your internet connection, Mike. So anyway, many people today put tracking on what is downloaded off the internet. So if you go on there and you pull off one of their graphics, they know it. And next thing you know, they've got your IP address and they know exactly who downloaded that graphic. And now what are they going to start doing? They're going to start watching for that to pop up. And they have every right to come after you if that's what they wish to do. Usually you'll get an email in your email and it says, hey, don't use my graphic anymore. I see that you're using it on your mobile site. Or I see that you're using it on your website. Okay? So seek out private counsel to make sure you understand exactly what you're to do. There are several websites, for example, the FCC.gov, okay? And the Federal Trade Commission is the FTC.gov. FCC covers everything that has to do with communications, texting, email, okay? Any broadcast communications, your telephone. They control all that. FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, has everything to do with what is sold as far as goods go. Okay? Anything that is traded, any solid good, the FTC controls that. So for example, let's say that you have a mobile site and you hook up your PayPal to it and now you're actually transferring goods. Now you're actually selling something. Maybe you're selling lawnmowers. Maybe you're selling diamond rings, whatever you're selling. That's when the FTC comes in. When it comes to texting, emailing, that stuff, that's where the FCC comes in. So go on those sites if you've never gone there, and that's actually ftc.gov. Okay, it's not .com, ftc.gov. Go to those sites and start reading through there. There is a ton of information, more reading that'll put you to sleep than you've ever read in your life. Go to your state websites, okay? For example, and I'm going to show you a site in a minute, which actually controls what I do when I have my contest, when I do giveaways and that kind of stuff. All I've got to do is go to the Texas website, okay, that controls that, and it tells me exactly what I have to do to be in compliance. It's very explicit. It tells me what rules and regulations I have to follow, the disclaimers I have to use, and the whole 9 yards. So all of your state websites, or if you need to, and I know a lot of libraries are closing for whatever reason, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but go to your library. Okay, there'll be tons of books. Everything that's on the internet is usually in a library. Okay, or if you don't know where to look, they can show you where to look on the internet. Now, what I want to do real quick here, and we're going to go through because we've had a lot of changes and we've had a lot of questions, okay, on our coupon program. Before I go to there, I want to flip over. Give me 1 second. And with our coupon program, we're going to be talking a lot about SMS, okay? One of the #1 questions I get about SMS is, can I take lists that I've already acquired? Can I purchase lists and upload them? Can I take lists that I used for another business? Can I take this, this, and this? You have to acquire those phone numbers legally and for what you're using it for. Let me give you an example. If you were selling ducks, okay, and you were in the duck business, and you had a sign up that says, fill this out with your phone number, and you send, and they understood that they were going to get an SMS from you every time you got new ducks, okay? Now, you would have to go in and let them understand that they were going to get SMS about ducks, and you're going to have to tell them who your business is and the whole 9 yards. Now that you're selling mobile apps, you cannot use that duck list, okay? Now you have to acquire a new list. Now, you can sell ducks with the duck list all day long, okay? If they opted in for the ducks, sell the ducks. If they opt in for mobile coupons, sell mobile coupons. But you can't intertwine those lists because John did not opt in for mobile coupons. He's in the duck business, okay? Now, real quick, if you would, I just want you to see you say yes, 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 yes real quick, if you understand what I'm saying about that, because I think it's extremely important as we continue building this program that we all understand, okay? Thank you. So, no old, rented, or purchased list or permission-based acquired list, okay? You must be clear, concise, and upfront about your text marketing program. Extremely important. And here's a term right here that is used so many times when it comes to car dealerships, okay? We've all heard his term, bait and switch. Now, last week I was talking about giving away a free iPad. Now, I'm going to give away a free iPad through my mobile coupon program. They're going to understand that they are going to receive marketing information via text message, if they want it, about the coupon program. Now, I'm going to use the free iPad, okay, as part of my mobile coupon program. I also mentioned that in that mobile coupon program, I'm going to go out and sell my coupon program, and I'm going to use that list to market to. I'm not selling that list to my clients. I'm controlling the list. I'm doing all the marketing. I'm doing everything there is with that list to market my coupon program. Okay? I'm selling the coupons. All right? So I'm not going to pull a bait and switch. They're not going to think that, oh, we're only getting an iPad. Well, why am I getting these coupons? They'll specifically understand. I'm going to show you in a coupon program here in just a moment. You have to clearly define your text message program, okay? You have to make sure that your text message program is clearly defined. There's a specific way you have to set up your messages, and we're going to go through that in just a moment. You have to disclose everything. You have to make sure they understand what the program is, the description, the frequency of the text messages, any URLs. You have to have terms of conditions, your privacy policies. There has to be a way to opt out. If they need help, you have to provide them with help information. You have to show them how a user can opt out, how to receive help instructions. This is extremely important, okay? This will get you cut off from texting, not just from us, but from a carrier, okay? You have to let your clients know that standard rates do apply, okay? So you don't know if they have free texting or not. I've got free texting. My family's got free texting, so I know for a fact that when I text them, it doesn't cost anything. But Johnny, who signs up for this program, he may not have free texting, but because he signed up under your program and you didn't disclose that, he could come back to you and say, I want you to pay for all my texting. Extremely important. Message and data rates may apply, okay? Now, you can abbreviate it. MSG and DATA rates may apply, okay? Very important. You cannot use the word free in describing standard messaging rate campaigns. You cannot use the word free. I highly recommend that you go through and find out any other place that you can't use the word free. Your state may not allow you to use free at all. Okay? Get it in writing. Now, we're going to be talking about two different instances here. Okay? If you have a campaign that you're running off of a computer, off of a tablet, or something like that, you have to get it in writing, okay? Not necessarily, and you can't get verbal consent from the recipients to add them to a text message subscriber list, okay? Now, let me explain that. In this case, written doesn't necessarily mean on paper, but it does mean that when they sign into your program, okay, that you have some type of database documented and saved. And you do in your marketing platform. It shows where they opted in, it shows where they opted out, it shows the date they opted in, and it also shows the phone number that they opted in with. So you have the documentation, okay? You have explicit written documentation, even though they use their computer to do it. With any device except a cell phone, you have to have double opt-in. Okay? With a cell phone, because they're putting it in the direct device that they're using, that's traceable back to that cell phone. With a computer, that's not their cell phone, so you have to set it up to where you're going to send them out a message and say, hey, you're requesting to join our program, click here to opt in, and then it's going to opt them in. Okay? So it's called double opt-in. It's just covering your butt. All right? I want to go over these exactly like they are. The following is a list of acceptable ways for a consumer to join your mobile database. The customer joins your text message database by texting a keyword, and we understand keywords, from their mobile phone. This message is considered MO, mobile originated. Like most text message providers, these records are kept and opt-ins under the respective client as proof of written consent. That is kept in your control panel. The customer can join a subscriber list by filling out an online form. This form must explicitly explain what the person will receive when providing his or her mobile number, depending on who is hosting the website, where the form resides, and you may be responsible for storing these mobile numbers. Okay? You have to spell that out. You have to explicitly spell that out, exactly what you're doing with that number, okay, and your terms and conditions. People can also join a database by filling out a paper form. This form must clearly explain what the person will receive when providing his or her mobile number, as well as include all legal copies shown in the sample ad. Okay? You are responsible for maintaining these records. I wanted to make sure I point that out for one specific reason. I've had tons of people over this last year say, well, Kerry, I've got a whole book of cell numbers that I've collected. You can't use them. Okay? Now, you can use them, but you're going to get in trouble. So make sure that you collect this database legally, ethically, and according to the best practices. Extremely, extremely important. Now, this is the Mobile Marketing Association U.S. Consumer Best Practices for Messaging. Version 7, this came out October the 16th of 2012. Okay? Now, this goes over everything you ever thought you wanted to know and anything that you really didn't want to know about texting. I'm going to make sure that I upload this tonight. I will also send you a PDF link, okay, to where you can download it. And I want to make sure that you have a copy of this book. And just every time it comes out, I'm not going to send you a copy. You just need to stay on top of it and make sure that you constantly make sure that this is updated. I'm just going to go in here real quick and show you what's great about this book. Give me a second here. This is a PDF form. Okay, it goes into your introductions, but it actually gives you examples. All right? All the standards. Hang on just a minute. Y'all hear my mouse running 90 to nothing. everything you want. I'm telling you what, guys, if you want a good nap, start reading this stuff. I've been reading it all day. This goes through your advertising call to action examples, how to place them in texting. Now remember this, and I'll give you a prime example. I counted the number of characters in a lot of these. They're over 160. These are just examples, okay? But follow these examples. I want you to see here, additional cost, message and data rates may apply, terms and conditions. They give a link, okay, to where the terms and conditions are. To opt out, to stop, text stop to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up here is their advertisement. Get daily recipes via text message from Bonjour Farms. Get a link to a recipe of the day featuring fresh, seasonal, local foods. Text food to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what did they do? They told them that they're going to get a recipe every day, so they're going to get a text message every day. Okay, so they've covered all the bases here. Okay, here again, this has the frequency in it. Okay, 1 message per day. They're telling the consumer exactly what they're going to get. Now, you're not going to have to write it exactly like this. Like I said, you can go in here and terms and conditions. Instead of saying terms and conditions, you can say T and C, and you're going to be able to put the information in there. We've got this set up in the coupon program where all you got to do is cut and paste what you write up, okay, as far as your terms and conditions. Text stop, text help. I'm not going to go through all these, but what I want you to do is I'm going to send out this book. And I want you to go through here because I want you to be educated on what you're doing. I want to make sure that your business is up and running not just tomorrow, but 16 years from now, okay? That we're still having this same conversation. We're still going through all this training, and everybody is on the same book, and everybody's on board with the same thing. Any questions about what we've talked about so far? Any at all? This is extremely important that we understand what I'm talking about. Okay, everybody's running with the nose. Any questions at all? One more time. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get over here to the meat. I'm going to go in and show you something we've done that we've been... Okay, I'm in the control panel. Up here, you're going to see a little message box, okay? When something's happening, we're going to type them like I typed this in earlier today so that people, when they go into their control panel, that's the first thing they see. So watch this little box up here because we're going to start putting stuff up there. Hey, this is going to be coming this week or whatever. Just little short messages for you. This is something that we've been needing for a long time, okay? And we got it placed in today. This was the last thing we worked on today. And you're going to be able to search for your apps. You can search by name. You can search by URL, okay? And it will actually bring up what you're looking at. So let's just say Lone Star, and I can search web apps, and it pulls up my apps. Some of you have pages and pages and pages of apps, okay? And we understand that, and we wanted to make sure that you was able to go in and search for your apps. So it's a great little tool. I'm going to search for this web app, and it pulls up all my stuff, anything that's got mobile in it, okay? Now let's get into the coupon program. Any questions about the search real quick? Roger says great. Roger's one of those that has pages and pages of apps. Roger, I know you won't never use it, but I know May sure will appreciate it, won't she, buddy? So we're going to go into our coupon program. I can tell you, thank God for Mark. This boy has put in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours to get all of this working in this coupon program. So we're going to go into content. We're going to come over here to coupons and promotions. Now, let me real quick remove these, if I could. This was Mark and I on the phone today running tests on everything. Okay, I'm going to come in and I'm going to add my new coupon. So I'm going to add scratch off coupon. I'm going to select scratch off coupon. Okay, this is just exactly like it was. Now I want you to see here terms and conditions. This is where you're going to put your terms and conditions. Okay, for example, this is the Business and Commerce, Title 13, Contest and Other Promotions, Chapter 621, Contest and Gift Giveaways, Subchapter A, General Provisions for the State of Texas. All right? So I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to take out some of this stuff right here. And I can come right in here. I'm just going to paste that in there. Now, I'm going to come over, and now we've also fixed this. You can name it whatever you want, okay? Let's just say Joe's Pizza Special. And we're going to just select a text coupon. And we're going to say save. We won't put an expiration on this. Preview. Joe's Pizza Special. I didn't spell that correctly. Okay, you see right here we've put local laws may apply, void where prohibited. And right here is your terms and conditions button. Okay? Click on terms and conditions. There's your terms and conditions. And we put a button right here to keep it simple for everyone. So all they have to do is click return to coupon, and there they have it. All right? And they rub off their coupon, whatever their coupon says. Now this terms and conditions button is going to be on every coupon. Okay, so make sure you check with either your attorney or go into your state websites and see exactly what information you have to put there. Okay? I would love to be able to go into every state and do that for you, but unfortunately, I can't. So now let's go in and add another coupon, but I just want you to notice something here. We've got the edit button in here. Duke, I hope you're on this evening. We've got so many people in here, it's hard for me to see who's on. But we've added the edit button, okay? And I'm going to say yes. So I'm going to set this date for 4/25. And we'll say 5 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to save that. Coupon saved. And I'm going to come up here to the old preview section. And then I'm going to come back in. Now someone was asking earlier, now this is a little wide on this screen here, but it's sized perfectly for your phone. Okay, still have your terms and conditions. Someone was asking earlier about, hey, how do you keep people from having the same coupon over and over? This is one way if you run one that's got a scarcity. This is called scarcity, okay? They're afraid to lose it, okay? So they're going to rush out. They're going to lose it. This is going to drop off in 20 hours and 20 minutes, okay, if they don't use it. When this coupon expires, you will no longer see the link on the app itself. You'll still see the link in the control panel, okay? So if you want to go in and they want to change it, let's do another 24 hours or whatever, you can do that, save it, and make it work again. But when it expires, it automatically removes the link from the mobile app so that it's gone. Okay, you physically have to go in and either readjust it or build a new coupon. Let's go in and add another scratch off here. We've got our contest scratch off. When you're running contest, this is extremely important. And you can run this however you want to run it, but you're going to have a redeem code, okay? Or you won't have a redeem code, and I'm going to go over that in just a moment. So we're going to name this Contest 1, just so I can keep up with what I'm doing here. Terms and conditions again. Okay. This goes to, and I really apologize. There's been about 50,000 people talking here, so I lost your question, or lost who set the question. But right here, you can choose how often they can scratch this off. Once every 60 minutes, once every 6 hours, once a day, 2 days, 5 days, 7 days, or once a month. That's how you control how often they can rub that off. Now, on a coupon, on a regular coupon that they get a free soda or get 10% off or whatever, and we've talked about this over the last couple of weeks, you need to have your client understand you want people using those forever. Okay? Unless they're running a special. The coupons do this. Does it recognize a QR code? Yeah, you can set up a QR code for your coupons. But when you're running, I'll give you a prime example. My wife and I went out and ate Friday, okay? And we were walking out, and we didn't have coupons. And you know what the lady did behind the counter? She gave my wife coupons to use. Why? Because they want us coming back time and time again. And I was watching people walk out, and they were scanning the coupons at the register and giving the people their coupons back. Why? They want them to come back tomorrow and eat with the same 10% off or whatever the deal was. Okay? So your normal coupon, prime example, how many of you have gone to the store and used coupons? And they give you the coupons back when they scan them. Everybody's saying me. Exactly. Why do they do that? They're not concerned about the can of beans that you got 10 cents off of. They want you to come back in there and buy bread, milk, and everything else that goes with it. So when you're discussing this with your clients, because you're the consultant, you're the professional, you're the marketing person who's coming in and helping them to build their business, you want them to understand how to drive business with their coupon program. But you can set it here, okay? Now we're going to go, I'm not going to change that. I'm just going to leave it like it. No, I'll change it to 60 minutes so you can see it work. Scratch image, I'm just going to put a text. Let's put a background in this one. We're going to preview the background. I like that background right there. So you can see the background image that you're going to use right here. Okay, not a winner image. We'll just say text. Sorry, not a winner. Now, there's two ways to redeem this. Okay, they can just hope that they're in the restaurant at the time, or we have set it up to where it will send a text message to the winner. And if it sends a text message to the winner, and I'm going to show you exactly how this works, there's going to be a redeem code that your client can use, and they literally physically put that in there and click redeem at the place of business so that they can redeem it. Okay? Now let me answer this question before it's ever asked, because I know somebody's fixing to ask it. It's going to happen. Carrie, why did you put text? Why did you do it where it uses text message? We're, as resellers, and I'm talking about myself as well, we as resellers are in business to do what? What is our ultimate goal every day before we go to bed, and then when we wake up the next morning, it's our ultimate goal? That's exactly right, Spitz. Thank you. Make money, make money, make money. So when you go in and you set this up and you do it properly, okay, and you show the client the power of this scratch-off program and how to redeem this, and you're going to be able to send the message directly to, so he doesn't have to worry about if somebody else is getting a hold of it, you're going to be able to sell him text messaging. And I've been harping on texting now for 4 weeks, and I see many of you are starting to get it because I watch you order the texting every day. And you know what's amazing? I'm starting to see your clients use that texting, and it's starting to build your business. Okay? So we set it up with text messaging for a specific reason, to help us all make money. That's what we're in business to do. Now, I can set this to scratch off whatever times I want. You see it says every 10th. It used to say 1 in every. We took the 1 out because the whole purpose of using a program like this is to get as many people coming back and using that as possible. So we're going to set it up right now every 3 just for this demonstration purposes. Okay? Now, we're going to be like stretched for time here, so I'm not going to, you can add as many new offers as you want. You can set this one for every 3, the next one for every 6, and so forth. I'll do that on a video and send out to everybody. So I'm going to save this, and I've set up my new coupon. Okay, we'll let that refresh. I'm going to come in here to contest 1. Okay, and I'm going to rub her off. It says, sorry, I'm not a winner. See my terms and conditions there? Does the same thing. While I'm doing this, I want to stress to everyone, all ladies and gentlemen on board, terms and conditions. Okay, remember I said it a while ago for one time? All right, it says already scratched off. Please check back soon. Now let me go in and let me edit this real quick. Isn't that edit button nice, Duke? Picking on Duke's not me and Duke's got close on the phone, boy. We've been working on this thing for a while now. And I love working with you guys. Okay, sorry not a winner. Sorry not a winner. Remember, I've got it set for 3. Special coupon offer. Now watch what's fixing to happen. It's automatically going to redirect me to the you're a winner. Now I'm going to add my phone number in here. I'm going to click send now. Okay, the text message is sent. Check your text message to redeem your prize. And what happens is I just got a text that's got a link in it. Let me do something here real quick. Yeah, my phone's trying to sync up, so I'm not going to be able to send it. Anyway, what it's going to do is it's going to give you back the coupon. I'll make sure I put that in the video. And you're going to get a copy of the coupon back, and you're going to be able to go in, and you're going to be able to redeem that. I'll tell you what, let me do this. Give me 1 second. I'm going to type the link in. I want to make sure you see this. This is very important. Put the code in. Remember, what's the code? Does anybody remember what the code is? Code is 5151. 5151, and it's the same code. That way we kept it simple, and it makes it so much easier when you use one code. And okay, those are coming over to my email as we speak. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull those off so you can at least see the screenshots of what I'm talking about. But this is a great way to go out and really build your business. Couponing is absolutely exploding in the mobile market arena. And I mean exploding big time. If you haven't experienced it yet, you really need to I'm going to put these on a slide here real quick. You really need to start working with it. And we're going to do a lot of training over mobile couponing here in the next few days or in the next few weeks, because we want you guys to understand exactly what couponing is all about, because it's growing so fast and so big that you're going to be able to make a ton of money. We've got a new program that will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. It's called Opt-in to Win. It's going to be huge, just like this deal here. And you're going to really, really like it because you're going to be able to do a lot of things with it that is going to really boost your client's business. And not only is it going to boost your client's business, but it's going to increase your business tenfold if you go out and use it. Okay, I've got these all copied over here. Okay. They're going to click on the link in their phone, and they're going to get this. Okay, it's going to say redeem now, and it's going to have the coupon that they actually rubbed off and won. Okay, now because they got this, you know without a shadow of a doubt, and you can ensure that your customers that they won. Okay, now you're going to give your customers, your clients, this code. They're going to put the code in here, 5151, and when they do and they click on redeem now, it's going to pull up the next page and it says thank you. Okay, so they're going to be able to go in and redeem that right in front of that. Right in front of them. And click redeem, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Yeah, Woodrow was just put on here, and this is so true. We have resellers that are closing these deals right in front of the clients just using nothing but this, coupon program. It's absolutely amazing. And let me tell you what this coupon program does. It builds that your client's mailing list and their texting list to oblivion. I mean, the bigger it is, the happier they're going to be. Don't worry about cost when it comes to texting. I was on a site yesterday, and I tried to find, I was talking to Woodrow earlier, I was on a site, and I was trying to find this site. They sell texting for this is to their resellers. They sell texting for 9 cents a text. Because of what's happening in the market right now, texting prices are whatever you want them to be. They're just like a mobile app because they're able to drive the return on investment for texting. You think about this. For a postcard, it's 17 cents. You guys can go out for 15 cents and do a full texting campaign and make a fortune on just texting alone. Okay? Let me go back here real quick. I just want to make sure I've covered everything. Any questions on the texting coupon, on the coupon program? No, we do not have it to where you can start a coupon at a specific time. But I'm going to show you how quick these coupons are. I'm going to build a coupon right now. It's $8.58, and it's still $8.58, and I'm done. So it's pretty quick. Hi, I set up a coupon for my app, and all I get is a black dot when I bring it up on my phone. It works on my PC, but not on my phone. Art, what kind of phone do you have? Yeah, that's another good question. When did you set that up, Art? We literally finished this coupon program about 6 o'clock. So you may want to just go in and try, Art, and if it's still doing that, if you would email that link, if you'll email it to me, I'll make sure it gets to the right people. Email me the link of that app to Carrie@InstantAppWizard.com. But we were in beta stage until about 6 o'clock. AT&T set it up after the last class. Is it a smartphone? Is it like an Android or a? Let me go back here. You guys are firing them off way too quick. Is it possible to set up different winning rates for customers showed on the coupon 10? Yes. Matter of fact, you can add, let me show that real quick. Great question, thank you. You can set up as many opt-ins as you want. I can add an offer. I can add another offer. I can add another offer. I can set this up every 2. I can set that up every 10, and I can set this up every 100, depending on what offer I want to put in there. Okay, this will be a small offer, like maybe, I don't know, if it's a jewelry store, maybe they got some 10-cent earrings or something that turns your ears green. You ladies know what I'm talking about there. 10-cent earrings that turn your ears green, and so every 2 people that scratch off are going to get a pair of free earrings. Every 10 people are going to get maybe a little better earring. And then every 100th person is going to get a real pair of earrings or something like that. Did that answer your question? And I apologize, man. They're flying by so quick. I didn't see who did that. Yeah, every 2 people. That's right. Every 2 people get green ears, so you know who's going there. Okay, all right. If you would send that to me, Carrie@InstantAppWizard.com. Carrie@InstantAppWizard.com. Send me that link. I just want to take a look at it, and then I'll email you back. Can you text a word to a number to download the app to your phone? Sure you can. Just set up a keyword and put the link to that app. Right here, when you set up your marketing platform, you can come in here and you can say, download my app. And I can put the link from my app, okay, whatever it is, in here, onetap.mobi /LOSTEA. I don't know if that's a link or I've got or not, but and send that to them, okay. Preview now. You can see the preview. Send it to them, and they can open it up right on their phone. How would you tie text message and coupon program together? Because when they sign in, for instance, on the opt-in program that's getting ready to come out, when they sign into that opt-in program, it's going to go into their database of subscribers. And when they build that database, that's going to be the database that they market to. See right here, subscribers 7. Text keywords. This is where you set up your keywords. This is where you set up your marketing platform. And this marketing platform, if they sign up with email and or they sign up with your SMS text, you'll be able to market to those people. Is it possible to have shorter phone number for texting our customers? No, sir. Those are called short codes, and we don't set up short codes. Is there a way to put the mobile code into your reseller site? Also, is there a way to put a banner ads on the mobile? Barbara, we are working on the banner ads now. We're going to have it to where you could actually monetize. I probably shouldn't be telling you all this. It's not going to happen like this week or next week, but that is on our list of things to do so that you can actually go in there and monetize your pages with banner ads. Our text, you purchase your text in the apps. For example, I can go to any app and do this. Right here, just go to Add Text Service. Depending on what your app, how many apps you purchase, text you purchase at a time for your apps, depending on what the cost is, up to 20,000 texts per month. And it's a monthly pay. Is it possible to do the button showing the Where are you talking about the button, Caesar? You can stop texting service from the control panel now. Sure, you can put it at the bottom of their. You can put it at the bottom of their logo, like when you build their logo, or have their logo built. For example, right here, you could build that into their logo right here on the bottom, and/or you could come up and you could make a very small logo. And I just learned this today from a reseller, just because I don't get in there much. See right here where it says text under logo? You can actually put an image in there, and it will put the image right here underneath the logo. You can make it the same size, just smaller, and put we accept Visa, MasterCard, and so forth. I'll do that to where I'll do a little video on that to show y'all how to go in and put that image in there. And that'll work. You can do it right here, upload an image. Okay, this is, I'm be honest with you, I'm not real familiar with that little feature right there. So You can put your image in here. We'll resize to 400 by 400 tall, and you can put the image right there underneath that. I haven't seen that little deal. That's new. Chris, you need to send that in. If you'll send that in to the support and help, there's a problem there. That shouldn't be. Any other questions? If I'm doing the text marketing for my clients through my list, does my client also need text for the scratch-offs? They will need text for that one particular scratch-off. Now you can pay for it if you're the one. Let me tell you how texting works real quick. I'm getting a lot of questions about texting, and I know we've got a ton of new people on here, so I'll probably next week I'll probably go through this step by step. When you purchase text, you're purchasing the text at the discounted rate. Okay? So let's say that you purchased the 500, I'm just using this as the example, 500 at 15 bucks. Okay? When you purchase that 500 at 15 bucks, you're going to upsell that. So anything over the $15 is what you're going to pay. And Woodrow just pointed out an excellent point. Use your credit card, not theirs. Because let me tell you what happens when we use their credit cards, and this happens often. We use their credit cards, and they go out, and somebody comes in and offers them a better rate because they're a business. They stop that credit card, and they've got a huge database of texting going on. Guess what happens when that credit card doesn't go through? The texting gets shut off, okay? And then you don't know it because you didn't know the credit card didn't go through. We ran the credit card and it didn't go through because you're responsible for their texting. Now that the credit card didn't go through, the customer's calling up the reseller saying, hey, what the heck's going on here? Okay? Or there's another great example. Or they don't even have a clue what the charge is for. So charge it to your credit card and then collect the money from them. Any other questions? Will there be client access added for making care? Yes, we are going to put that in the marketing platform. That's on our list to do. We're going to move the coupon programs to the marketing platform because I know many of you do not want your clients in your control panel, and we're going to move it to the marketing platform. Duke, I'm glad you asked that question, my friend, because, and Woodrow, I hope you don't mind me putting this out. We're also working on a very powerful loyalty program, and it's going to be out in the next few weeks. So we've got a whole group of things that are coming on board, and the loyalty program is one of them, and I've seen the actual program. I had the privilege, really, of getting to see behind the scenes on that program, and Woodrow is putting that together. And let me tell you something, it is absolutely going to be killer because they're going to be able to walk in with their phone and do their loyalty program right there at the store. And after they get 5 ticks or 12 ticks or whatever, then they get the prize. Sure, Tom, I'll be more than happy to put that together. Tom asked, can we get some examples of how to use the couponing? We're going to be in couponing for a while over the next few weeks, I can tell you guys. Oh, let me ask you a question. Thank you, Woodrow, for reminding me of that. We're looking at the possibility of putting together a sub-reseller program, okay, where you can actually go out and have sub-resellers and put salespeople in there. And let me give you an example. Let's say you have 500. I'll get right to that, Kathy. I'm sorry, that's where I was headed a while ago. Let's say you have a 500 apps, okay, that you can use. You can actually get a sub-reseller and assign him 10 apps. If you were able to do that, and we were able to do that, okay, now what would that be worth to you? You're going to be able to assign apps to them, and they're going to be able to resell those apps in lots, okay? You're going to be able to resell those apps in lots. What would that be worth to you guys? Thank you, Ethan. Kathy says that's worth a lot. Okay, well, we're going to put that together. Okay, and that's going to be an add-on, and you guys will literally be able to purchase apps in massive lots and then go out and set up some sub resellers, just like you sign into the program. You may want to set up 15 salespeople. Okay, they work for you, and they're going to pay you X amount for the apps that you set them up with. And everybody says it is an absolute outstanding idea. We're not sure the cost right now. We're putting together the cost, but I'm going to tell you, each and every one on this call, I'm going to say this to you because you guys are the dedicated ones that are here every single week. You're going to be able to take this and expand your business like you've never seen before. Okay? And it's going to be extremely affordable for our current resellers. All right, we're going to launch this as a massive program. But for our current resellers, we're going to make it affordable so you guys can get out there and do some of the things you've been looking to do. And the new people that will come on board, it will cost extremely more. With how you were talking about marketing with the iPad last week and sending out the text for the customer, how would you set up for the customer? Because it would be almost like charging them for. No, Mike, what I'm going to do is I've got a marketing program that's called Mobile Magic Coupon. Okay. And what I'm selling specifically is these coupons, all right? And I'm going to be doing all the marketing. I'm selling specific coupons. And when I get this completely developed, and I've just been waiting on some of the things to get finished now, I will teach you guys how to do this program. Okay. I will teach. They won't be paying for the text. What they're doing is they're going to purchase the coupons from me, and I'm going to do all the texting myself. Okay, let me show. I promised her I'd show how to stop the texting. Guys, I know we're going a little bit long here. Everybody's hanging in there, so the training must be good tonight. Give me 1 second. Go into. I'm sorry, I should have talked through that. Right here on your app, go into texting details. Okay. And pull up texting details. And right here, this is a link. And this tells me that I need to remove the texting from a specific app. Now, all your apps have a number. Okay, and we know what that is and how that comes out and everything. Okay. Now, if you remove that's a good thing there. Remember this, guys. When you remove texting from an account, let's say you've got an, and let me give you this example here, and I'll close with this, and we're going to pick up on everything we're doing right now next Wednesday because we've got so much information to put out on this new program. When you remove texting from an account, you're going to lose the database. So let's say they've been running an account of 2,500 and they say, I just can't do that anymore. Take them down to a 500 or something. They've already got their database built. Maybe they don't want to text for the next 3 months or something. It's better to pay the $45 and not lose that database, because when you remove texting from an account, you lose your entire database, and it would be absolute shame for a client to lose a database that they've built up of 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 people. And that is a crying shame. So, set them up on a 500 text program so that they keep that database, because that's what's valuable. No, unused text messages are not rolled to the next month. What you may want to do, Kathy, is when you do that and stop it, just for safety's sake, just shoot them a message in the help and support ticket to let them know that you stopped it. How do you reduce the number of texts? The next month, just get a hold of, shoot a support ticket in that you're going to reduce the text, and go in and reduce the text. Say you need to reduce it to 500 text or whatever. Yeah, it requires a ticket. And guys, make sure you send in that ticket. If you want to reduce the ticket from 20,000 to 10,000, make sure you do the ticket. so that we know. Okay, and we'll make the changes and we'll communicate with you. Do opt-ins count as a text or just no? Every text is a text. Opt-in's a text, opt-out's a text. Okay, each message is a text. Those are text. Text in, text out. Texting is per app. Every single app you have to add texting to. All right, every app. No, databases are not CSV exportable. No, ma'am, you can buy as many texts as you want for one company. You need to make sure you watch that, Mike. Let me show you here. It tells you what you're doing here. You can view the details of your texting. Okay. Text available 1,000. Okay, you've used 24. So you want to make sure, and if you see that getting there, you need to get with your clients. Okay. Yes, sir. You can purchase more text in a month. Yes, sir. That's correct. Okay. Woodrow told me, and I didn't know this, but Woodrow just told me it's going to email you when it starts getting low. They'll automatically contact you. Bob, this is what you need to do with that. I could give you all my apps, and you could show them. You need to build a couple of apps in the area you're at, in the area you're in, even if you need to sell them at a discount, or build demos. The best thing to do is to build demos for the area you're in. Let's say that you're going to John's Pizza tomorrow. You need to build a demo app for him, okay? And the texting is 2/3. And that's what you need to show your people. They're not concerned what is happening in Commerce, Texas. They want to know what's happening around their house. End of the billing cycle. And that's a good question. Your billing cycle for texting is if you bought it on the 15th, the billing cycle ends on the 14th. Okay, it's 30 days from the date that you purchased texting. Well, yeah, and we just don't have a bunch of apps that, I mean, everybody that's doing apps is building demos for whatever niche they're marketing to. Let me show you, and this may be something some of you, or I get this question a lot. Let's say I've got a bunch of demos in here. Okay, here's a couple of demos I used a couple of weeks ago. All I have to do is delete these. All right. And those are added back to my app count. So you've always got apps. Just delete them. And it adds it back to your app count. Yeah, if there's some in the form that they'll let you use, feel free to use those. We do not see questions asked by others. Please repeat the entire question before answering. Okay, sorry about that. I'll be more than happy to do that. Any more questions? If you knew how fast these questions went by, man, I'm trying to answer them at lightning speed here. ROI calculator. The ROI calculator is a very powerful tool, okay? And you're able to go in and show a customer exactly what they can make on texting. And it's a free tool for every single person to use, okay? And it's at onetap.mobi/ROI. Let's say they've just got one location, and let's say they just sign up 10 people a day. They're going to do 2 promotions a month, and their percent off redeemed is 4%. That's the number of people that actually walk in. The average cost of their transaction is $35, and their cost per text message is 2 cents. Now this could be, let's say you want to do it at 4 cents, okay? Let's say that you sold it to them for 4 cents, and that's what their cost is. Click calculate right here, and it tells them what their return on investment is. Their return on investment for just this one simple campaign, 10 sign-ups a day, 2 promotions a month, 4% redeemed, their cost average transaction is $35 at 4 cents. They're going to increase their volume, okay, less texting costs, of course, $43,027.68. That's very powerful. for someone who's wanting to increase their business. Very, very powerful. I recommend that you take this link right here and put it on your app. And I'll be more than happy to show you how to do that real quick. Let's go in here to web apps. I pulled off that ROI link. I'm going to go into my app. I'm going to go to Edit Web App. I'm going to go down here to Custom Content. Okay, I'm going to link to a new page. I'm going to put the ROI link right there. And I'm going to put this, call this ROI. And I'm going to say Add Now. Does everybody see where I'm at? Right here, Custom Content. And there's my ROI calculator. And it opens up in my phone. So you can show them right there on the spot exactly what it does. Do the same thing here. Calculate. Redeemed offers, 24.4. Your text cost, sales volume increase. All right. Right on down. Yes, sir. That is a deal closer. Thank you. You're exactly right. Okay, guys. It is 9:30, and God bless you, man. Absolutely nobody has left this entire training. I hope you got a lot out of tonight, and I really hope that you got a lot out of the first part of the training when we talked about regulations and all that. We know we live in a regulated country today, so make sure you pay attention to that stuff. If there's no more questions, I just want to thank you. God bless each and every one. Yeah, God bless Texas. And you guys keep West Texas down by Waco in your prayers too. They had a devastating blow the other night. All right. God bless you. Have a wonderful evening, and we look forward to talking to you and seeing you next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we'll have another full night, guys. So you bet. Woodrow, everybody's telling you they love you, buddy. So we do appreciate you guys. You don't know what it means. Woodrow said he really thanks everybody so much.